Hello. Welcome back to Crazy E Games. We're back in Genshin Impact, and today we are continuing Omnipresence Over Mortals, Chapter 2, Act 3. Those who yearn for the god's gaze. Go and investigate the ancient ruins. You take up the post of leader of Swordfish 2. Unexpectedly, T-Pig has also received a promotion, ... So yeah, in the last story previously, we came to this island, met Sangonomiya Kokomi. She promoted us to captain and gave us a squad to command, and the squad wanted to make sure like we're cool, so they told us to like kill some Ronins around, and we killed them no problem, and they're super impressed. And when we got back, it turns out our friend, who is apparently like, I don't know, an up-and-coming soldier, was also promoted to captain as well, and we're in a bit of a rivalry apparently. But I don't know, this character is just like a generic-looking character, kind of like this guy here. He's just wearing the same outfit, so I feel like bad things gonna happen to that character. If it's like a character like that's like more designed, that it stands out more, I think like it might be better. But since it's just like a generic looking character, then that's why I think that thing's gonna happen. Anyway, let's continue. We gotta go and investigate the ancient ruins. Actually, let's talk to some of the people here. Just I don't know, see what they have to say. Maybe they'll give us more information about this area. I think we talked to this person before during like a quest. I kind of remember mispronouncing his name a bunch of times. Oh, Kubo Daisuke. Sangonomiya Samurai. What a reliable leader General Goro is. Oh, you are? I am a samurai of the Sangonomiya forces, and I am in charge here while General Goro is out. I'm sure you've heard the news. We've managed to hold the shogunate forces off at the front lines? Is it off like OFF? As in get off? I'm gonna say that's a typo. It must be said that General Goro's leadership has been indispensable in allowing us to achieve such results. So, tell me more about Goro. General Goro is my greatest inspiration. He is skilled and valiant on the battlefield, and he is compassionate to his men off it. Wait, what? And he is compassionate to his men off it? Now that off seems like it should be the other off, as in like, of Man of Steel, of... He sees us as his very own flesh and blood. All boast. He's patient with our comrades, even in the little things of life, helping them to resolve their problems. I doubt you could find a better general anywhere else. What about General Kenobi? Cool. I'm actually curious as to why that guy looks like he's slacking off there. Why are you slacking off here behind this little like hut? Old illnesses fester and old wounds still ache. Are you hurt? Well, what do you think? It was a pretty serious injury, too. It still hurts even now. Hey, stop peeking. My old wounds look awful. Why? The very sight of it might shock and disturb you. I'd advise against it. Ow, that really hurts. So what, are we supposed to be imagining like our character so curious about this person's wounds that we're like bugging him and trying to like rip his clothes off to see where his wounds are? I can bring you to see a doctor. Eh? Ugh. There's no need. I went to see a doctor long ago. I mean, it's a serious injury. How could I have not gone to see a doctor, huh? The doctor said that I needed to convalesce? I don't know what that word is. I don't know what convalesce is. That I needed a quiet environment and some time. Anyway, don't you have better things to do? You look like a busy person. I'm sure you don't have time to waste here with me. Sure there, buddy. Sitting back here on the floor is probably not good for you. Hiroyuki. This isn't the bridge guy, right? That's a bridge guy. He's the guy over there is like afraid of heights, and they stationed him by a bridge, and he doesn't want to cross it. Hiroyuki. Things get dicey if we enter a war of attrition. A war of attrition? Yes, I'm currently considering conflict scenario versus the Shogun's army. I fought against the enforcers of the Vision Hunt decree before. I know how strong they are. By contrast, we Sangonomiya troops suffer from a severe material shortage. Watatsumi Island's production capacities just can't keep up. A war of attrition is therefore strictly disadvantageous to us. Not to mention how vision wielders are in the vast minority. How long can us ordinary people stand against the Vision Hunt decree? This path of resistance is an arduous one indeed. That's too bad, Hiroyuki. And who are these lovely people? Wait, can I actually buy stuff from this lady? Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko.
Would you like to buy anything? Our prices are reasonable and our goods are convenient and practical. Definitely worth your bora.
Oh, I actually can buy stuff from her. Tell me a bit about yourself.
I'm a merchant who came to Watatsumi Island specifically to do business. I provide high-quality, low-cost goods. You've seen how things are around here. Village is small, the villagers lead rather limited existences, and they still need to receive those soldiers. It's not that I'm looking down on this place. In fact, it's precisely because it's lacking development that it needs our help, right? So that's why I decided to stay here for good and provide goods to at an affordable asking.
Wait, affordable asking? Is that like affordable price? Like another way to say it?
Such that the inhabitants of this island will never lack daily necessities.
It's importantly good and convenient?
Well, this is rather distant location, and it isn't under the jurisdiction of the shogunate either, which makes importing goods quite tricky. In fact, I really don't know how these people got by before I came here. Well, I got my ways in any case. All my goods are delivered from the wharf via legal means.
I wonder why she's coughing.
The only big hassle is the questioning I get from the soldiers soldiers there every single time. I mean, couldn't they give me a pass on accounts on all the help that I've given them? You know, like an exception certificate or something?
They could like whitelist you, give you some sort of like seal or something. Actually, I want to see what she has to sell. What do you got?
Well, feel free to look. This way, please.
Oh, she only sells like snacks and stuff and ingredients. Momoko. Hey, Momoko. What are you doing here?
I wonder.
I only have one girl voice. I guess I can change it up a little bit. I wonder.
I wonder, are Miss Kyoko's goods too cheap?
Isn't it better if the prices are affordable?
Well, for people like us who rely on her for the purchases of daily necessities, the cheaper the better. In the beginning, the prices were so low that everyone suspected that she might have ulterior motives. Now that I think of it, that was uncalled for behavior on our part. Miss Kyoko truly is friendly and good-hearted, having given out higher profit margins so that she could give us more convenient and better living standards. Thanks to her, everyone in the village can buy goods easily and can sometimes even get some new and interesting things. Speaking of that, I did buy some new fabric some time back. Once my husband gets back, I'll make him some new clothes.
Your husband?
My husband is a soldier in the Sangonomiya forces. He's really, really cool and handsome, and he commands a lot of young men. He's currently stationed near Yashinori Island. I'm not all too familiar with the situation out there. My husband's letters don't mention the war at all. His letters are full of assurances that he's well and there's no need to worry. But to tell you the truth, how can I not worry about him as his wife? I miss the days when we had no such cares. When times got busy, we would be busy together. When we were free, we would watch the flowers together. May Watatsumi Omikami watch over my husband and ensure his safe return.
I hope your husband is not Teppei. I hope that you'll meet again soon.
I hope so too. Ah yes, I have some food that I made here. I was gonna give them to Miss Kyoko. But you can have some too. It's just an ordinary meal, but if you don't mind, please give it a try.
What do you got? Grilled unagi fillet. Nice. Well, actually, it's actually quite far away. Should we go here, unlock this boat thing, and then make our way there by boat? Because it's kind of boring to just teleport here, since I think in the very first video of this story quest, I kind of came here and had to drive a boat there. Does that sound good? Let's do it! Let's do it! Whatever, I'm in control here, you got no say. Shirai? Oh, not bad. Looks like I've got lots of new information. New information? Exactly. I got all the latest scoops on things happening outside Inazuma right here. The freshest intel, if you will. Have you heard? A giant dragon appeared in Mondstadt in the north sometime earlier. I might have heard about something about that. The dragon's wings were enough to blot out the sun, and it sent furious storms whirling right into the center of Mondstadt. Interested? Well, if you want to hear more, I'm afraid you're gonna have to pay up. Do you have something more recent to say? Looks like this batch isn't good enough for you. Well, how about this then? Did you know the ancient god who rules over Li Yue lost his life in an unfortunate incident during the annual rite of dissension? It's all happened so suddenly, and the rite of dissension suddenly turned into the rite of parting. Was it a natural disaster or some kind of plot? Would you like to know more? Well, if you're curious, then you gotta show your appreciation with such detailed intel, you know. Dot. Huh? Uh-huh. Why do you look so disinterested? Is my information out of date? Well, I can't help it. Inazuma's been locked down for so long, I had to ask around a lot to find all this intel, you know? Of course, it's all small beans compared to what a person who's seen the world might know. But among the people of Watatsumi Island, such news is rather high demand. Guess I should do business with locals instead. Goodbye, Shirai. You're an interesting fellow. Shiny. If it shines, you must investigate. Look at this place. Someone's getting hurt up there. Whoa. That lady has a interesting outfit. Interesting color outfit. Oh, it's a little girl. Hello, Mirai. Why are you creepily staring at the waterfall there? Well, when will Big Brother be able to return home? See you. So long, kiddo. Where's your older brother gone? He's super awesome. He joined the army, and he's, in a really faraway place, protecting all of us. This mission must be pretty important. He's been out for a very long time now. But I'm not a crybaby or a little kid anymore. I'll wait for him to come back. Last type, my brother wrote back. He wrote about the last type? Like letter? Is that the language used in a lot of the people's speech here is like just different enough to what I'm used to. Like, I can kind of make sense that type is like a letter because you type out a letter. But in this time, won't you like write a letter maybe? Or is that like a typo as well? Hmm. Interesting. Anyway, the last type my brother wrote back. He wrote about all sorts of things that happened to him out there. He sounded like he was in really high spirits. It must be because the mission's going well, and he can return soon. In that case, I'll go grab some flowers. When he comes back, I'll give them to him. Do be careful. Thanks. You really reminded me of my brother. He's always reminding me to do stuff too. Oh, there's something that I found while I was out playing. You can have it. It's okay, just take it. It's got lots of time to go. I've got lots of time to go find more. I find it funny, like, that I gave her like a creepy voice just because she was creepily staring at that waterfall. But really, she's probably just a sweet little girl worried about her brother. Alright. So it turns out I need to climb up over this before I can go down. I've actually never been in this specific area, I don't think. Otherwise, I would have seen this creepy little girl. How did I get here in the first place? I guess I came into here with a boat, and then I just kind of cut through here. So I never actually walked down this path. Oh well. There seems to be a little path here. Maybe? Ah, no there isn't, but whatever, we'll climb up. Come on. Let's talk to that guy. Kagewa. Yes, getting closer to nature is also part of training. Is there anything I should take note of nearby? Wait, what? Does he give us, like give us information as to where ore is? Wait, what? It just bugged out. I'm like stuck in this scene. Uh-oh. I think, nope, it just lagged. Well, come to think of it, I did see some rare magical crystal ore while training around these parts. They say that the quality of these... Whoa. I guess I lost connection, that's why. Alright, we're back. There's probably gonna be a quick cut to you guys, but I've actually apparently lost connection to the servers, and I had to scramble to stop recording and see what's up with my internet and see when it comes back, so then I come back and record again. I don't know, today this has been weird for recording. In my previous video, I've mentioned that I've got like a call out randomly, which I normally never do, and there was someone from my friends list who messaged me that kind of interrupted the flow of everything, and now like the internet has cut off and interrupted me again, interrupted the flow again. Like today has been a pretty off day for recording. Oh man. Anyway, let's continue. So what happened before was I hit this button and it didn't do anything, and then it just like said I lost connection and timed out, and I had to like restart everything. But yeah, let's see what he says. I'm pretty sure he like I'm pretty sure he just tells me like where I can find crystal ore. With that said, I don't do any metalworking, so they're of little use to me. I think they were around here. There we go. I marked it on your map. Remember to enjoy the scenery while you're on the way there. So yeah, apparently, aside from... I knew this before, but aside from people in the blacksmiths, when with reputation points, like the dude here, there are people littered about. That tells you where like you can find ore. And yeah, and since I just logged back in the game, the chat for whatever reason was even though my responses have been deleted, but this chat is still here for a reason, and I don't know how to turn that off. Anyways, let's continue. What I wanted to do was actually to go get that boat. Aha! Aha! Whoa, I ran out of stamina there. Oh, there's some boat challenges, it looks like. I wonder what's up with that guy. Yeah, I've been trying to talk to more of these NPCs lying around, because I feel like they usually have something interesting to say. Hey, Nami. This is an important sea route. There are tons of ships passing in and out, so I have to be vigilant in standing guard. Well, I kind of distracted you from your guard duties by talking to you, haven't I? You seem pretty anxious. Is it really that obvious? Actually, I've always been the nervous sort. Maybe it's because I've always had sharp eyes. The more you can see, the more pressure you feel, you know. I can see a long way out from here. The last time I looked out from here to the sea, I saw an outlander vessel with people on it, dressed all fancy. They had masks, too. Were they the Fatui? I have to be more careful. We can't let them reach the shores willy-nilly. That definitely something worth looking out for. See? I knew I was right. I've been more strict with people coming in and out from the harbor recently as well. We don't just need to stop Shogunate operatives from getting in, but we need to guard against smuggling and stowaways as well. Harbors are transport hubs, after all. Harbors are transport hubs, after all. Can't ever be too careful. I'm like going to all these new places. Since I've never actually been here before, I'm seeing like all sorts of like puzzles and stuff, and I just want to like go do them, but I'm like, no, stay on target. Stay on target and do the story. Alright. Let's take the scenic route to our ancient ruins here. Those like cube robot things are like pretty cool. Cool design. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Very nice. Whoa. Have I been there before? I feel like I have. Nope, that's a new place. Never mind. I think the thing I was thinking of was, I think it was like here? I think it was like somewhere here. There's like this like poisonous water area with like a few like puzzles and collectibles. We won't bother them. They're not hurting anyone. Being stranded there in their little... I wonder if hilly trails can swim. Being stranded there in their little like weird makeshift buildings. And those things must float. They must be just a bunch of floaty things. Alright. Going back this way and looking at this island from this point of view is actually pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen it from this point of view before, where you can see like the angles on how the slant of the island is. How it suggests there's some sort of like fault movement maybe that created it in that way. Kind of like the Rocky Mountains here in the Great White North. Actually, Rocky Mountains go down to the States too, so it's just that I live in Canada, so Rocky Mountains is associated with Canada more than anything in my like brain. It's because we are the suspicious ones. Am I supposed to solve this puzzle? Yeah. Okay. Cha! Ayashi, Ayashi. Oh boy, I gotta wait for the energy or the skill recharge for this, just to activate some monuments. Oh no, they shut off. Huh, interesting. If they shut off so easily, who are you supposed to use to activate all of these? I can't seem to hit all of them at once, though. So if I hit that... That one stays lit. So let's try hitting this one this time. Nope, never mind. Okay. They forced me to do this. Huh, maybe I'll try using her. Oh my god, the enemy is here. I guess it kind of breaks the lore, since she's supposed to be the bad guy, right? Wait, why did that not work? Wait, what? What just happened? Let me try that again. Why is this sometimes not activated? Alright, this is gonna work this time, right? There we go. Uh-oh. Can I change character? Nope. Ah, I done goofed. It's kind of lame that. I wonder how you're supposed to solve that puzzle if you didn't have Fischl or... Fischl or... what's happening? Fischl or Kujo, I guess? Ah, get out of there! Oh, she dies in one hit, you're just level 1. Okay. The reason why she popped back up was because of Barbara's C6. He's actually destroying the shield just by standing in the water. I kind of regret taking the Traveler out of the party, because she was actually quite a damage dealer. Why does he fly so far away? That's just annoying to fight against. Luckily I have Rosaria that blinks me to the enemy, otherwise I would chase him down. I guess the game has rewarded Fischl before, and by the time he got here, maybe you would have like encountered Fischl before. Otherwise, you would just have to use Lisa then, right? Because Lisa is guaranteed to be in the party to be able to solve this puzzle. Oh man. Shields are just not too fun to play against. You're just like, okay, I'm just gonna wait for the shield to slowly drain now. Because ice is supposed to be what you're supposed to use against that electro shield. But it still takes so much effort to get rid of it. And they can renew it. I think the worst part is that they can renew it. I think the real question is, why wouldn't a Thunderhelm Lala Churl be here, since this is such a big place and we often see Thunderhelm Lala Churls just hanging out on beaches all the time. You gotta put on your tinfoil hat, Paimon, and start spitting out them conspiracies. Is Teppei a spy?
僕も驚いたよ。君たちもここで調査してたんだね。ちょうど物資を前線まで運んで、今この近くの脅威を片付けようと。
Why are you coughing?
大丈夫か？お前、なんか変だぞ。
大丈夫大丈夫。多分この前海に出た時に体が冷えたんだ。
You should head back and tell your superior officer that you need medical leave.
ここを通りかかった時、ちょうど島に上陸して調査してる人がいるって聞いてね。見に来たんだよ。万が一危険にでも遭っていたら、僕が英雄みたいに助けてあげようと思ってたけど、君たちだったとは。どうやら僕の取り越し苦労だったようだ。
You're gonna die before you become a hero at this rate.
てっぺい、お前はここの雰囲気に何か特別なものを感じるか？
He's like, besides a tiny child, a floating tiny child talking to me, there's nothing else strange about this place.
そう言われると確かに。でもここは魔人オロバシの亡骸に近いから、たたり神の気配が強いんだろう。
Tatarigami is like the miasma corruption air thing in this area, right?
魔人オロバシってなんだ？
ほら、あれがオロバシの残した遺骨だよ。
Ooh.
うわあ、あんなにでっかい蛇の骨、見ただけで体が震え上がってくるぞ。
He died as he lived, screaming into the sky.
今の渡積島があるのは、オロバシが僕たちの先祖を塩化宮から地上へ連れ出したからなんだ。
Orobaxi Bashi was the one who brought our ancestors from. Oh, okay. So this giant snake person that apparently Raiden Shogun and her friends killed was like a protector of like this area or something. I thought it was like a big like beast that needed defeating, like kind of like Osail and whatever the Guyun Stone Forest area, how like Rex Lapis like sealed him down there. I thought it was kind of like that deal, but apparently this snake was actually like a good guy.
僕たちの先祖はそれをずっと守り神として見ていたけど、魔人戦争中、オロバシはヤシオリ島を侵略した。
Okay, maybe not a good guy.
それでライデン将軍が直接出向き、無双の人たちで切り伏せたんだ。あの一党が今の無双人狭間を形成したってわけさ。
無双人狭間ってライデン将軍に切られてできたものだったのか。すごいな。
そう。でも魔人戦争は非常に苛烈なもので、ヤシオリ島はそのせいで廃墟と化した。噂では将軍様もその時に大切なものを失ったと言われてる。
Oh no, Raiden Shogun can have something she loses, like she cares enough that she feels bad for losing.
オロバシが死んでから渡積島と幕府の仲は悪くなったんだ。
There's no
で
coughing
も
in
今回
the...
抵抗軍を立ち上げたのはその信仰とは関係なく単にメガリレーに抗うためだけどね。
There isn't any coughing in the spoken line, like the audio line. So I don't know why they write in the subtitles that he coughed. At least I didn't catch any coughing.
オロバシが文明を滅ぼそうとするのを将軍様が止めた。
So the shogun is a good person and saved this area?
そして今将軍様がメガリレーを発令し人々の願いを奪おうとしている。これも同じように誰かが将軍様を阻止しなければならないんだ。
Oh, there we go.
僕は先に戻るよ。幕府軍の精鋭武士を片付けたばかりで帰って少し休みたい。まだ他にやることもあるしね。
Okay, see you, T-Pig.
君たちは早く三五宮様に報告するといい。ここはまだたたり神の気配が残っているかもしれないから長居すると体に良くない。
Okay. Take care of
心
yourself.
配しないで。僕はこの通りピンピンしてるよ。
Okay, T-Pig. Bye-bye, T-Pig.
まさか鉄平がもう幕府軍の武士と戦えるようになってるとはな。いつの間にかすごく成長したみたいだ。戻ってここみに報告しようぜ。
Okay, Paimon. Cool. I'm, like, clipping into the statue. I guess these aren't, like, permanent fixtures here. They're just spawned here for the story. So they didn't bother to, like, put a lot of, Oh, no, actually, there is, like, collision and stuff to them. Never mind. It was just a little bit of a clipping bug coming out of the, cutscene there. What did I unlock? Swordfish 2. Obtain the trust of Swordfish 2 squad. I wonder if that's in reference to anything, or it's just, like, some name they just threw onto a squad. If it's a reference to something, it went over my head. Oh, I actually never used her burst before. Whoa, that's kind of cool. I'm really looking forward to like increasing, like putting resources towards making her stronger and using her in like combat, but currently that is not on the priorities list. There's just so much more to do. I'm still like, if I go to characters real quick, I recently got Yoimiya to level 79, so she's somewhat ready to fight. And I'm still like trying to get good or acceptable artifacts for some of these characters. Like, I guess like Kea, he's kind of just has a bunch of weird hand-me-downs. But yeah, anyway, let's continue with the story. Let's go see Kokomi. Let's go see Kokomi. Kokomi. Let's go see the Kokomi. Oh, Oro's there. Hey guys. What are you guys doing? I wonder what vision. I think I've seen what vision Goro has before, and I just like forgot. I wonder what vision he uses. Let's bother them. Uh-oh. There's a sickness going around? Oh. Goro is a Geo character. Oh, I'm really looking forward to being able to unlock him at some point in the future. I need more Geo characters. Geo's characters are so cool. And I think he's a bow-wielding character too, so it'll be like a new combination of a weapon and element. Because I don't think there's any bow Geo characters at the moment. There's Zhang Li, which is a spear. There is Ningguang, which is a catalyst. There's Noel, which is greatsword, and there's Albedo, which is a regular sword. I think that's all the Geo there is at the moment. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what his kit has to offer.
近頃抵抗軍の一部兵士たちに奇妙な老化現象が発生しているんだ。彼らを問い詰めたら、裏でこっそり支援者からいくつかの秘密兵器を手に入れていたことが発覚した。
Is this biological warfare?
そいつらはみんな負けん気が強く、メガリレーに対して極度の不満を抱いていた奴らだ。それら秘密兵器を手にした後、こっそり使っていたらしい。
Oh.
道理で近頃の戦況が異様に順調だったのですね。しかし、これは決して正しい方法ではありません。一刻も早く禁止しなければ。
Are they using performance-enhancing drugs, and now they're feeling the after effects?
ゴロ、彼らの言う秘密兵器は手に入れられましたか？
ほとんどの奴らは差し出すことを拒んでいましたが、なんとか一つ手に入れました。
Oh dear.
これを知っているのですか？
One thing about Kokomi's character design that kind of bugs me is that her gloves don't cover her hands all the way. And I'm just, like, a part of my OCD brain is like, that's not a glove. It doesn't get the job done. It's a Fatui. Oh, delusion. People have been using, like, fake visions, I guess, then, in order to fight. I guess the delusion is kind of like a vision, but it, like, uses up your life energy or something, according to Tartaglia, like in the Tartaglia story. where you hang out with his little brother in like a Mr. Cyclops toy factory, which is really a rune guard factory. He uses his delusion to fight against all the rune guards that gets randomly activated, and he says like because of his fight against the Traveler, he used up a lot of his like life energy or something during that fight, so he couldn't maintain that like foul legacy delusion power for very long, so he like needed like a couple seconds or something to deal with all the rune cards. So I guess like the delusions is like kind of like vision, but there's like a negative aspect to using it, but maybe it's like more powerful. I don't know.
ということは支援者の正体はファデュイだったのか。
Hey, that's what I said in one of the earlier videos that I made about this story. Could it be Fatui? Maybe you shouldn't trust them if they're supporting you without much of a without a lot of cost or whatever. Like I think in the past video there was a character that said like, oh, we're getting sponsors from third party, and they don't ask for anything back. Ha ha ha, this is awesome. This is gonna help us win the war against the Shogun. And I was like, people don't just give things away. So especially during a political and like a political thing or a war thing, people don't just like do things nicely, especially people representing other parties outside of your own like trusted people. There's probably something bad.
しかしなぜファデュイがこのようなことを。
I don't know. Why do Fatui do anything? I once met a Fatui that just stares at berries all day.
いいえ、考えている時間はありません。現在最も重要なのは邪眼の使用禁止を一刻も早く軍に通達することです。
But I feel so powerful with the delusion.
近頃異常が起きた兵士たちには治療をまだ間に合うことを祈りましょう。
So is T-Pig using a delusion? That's why he's able to take on like shogunate samurais and stuff.
また異常のある兵士って
T-Pig!
嘘だろ。早く見に行こう。
Ring. Alright. So I guess this time around, I kind of dilly-dallied a lot trying to talk to some of the NPCs here, and it took me a while to get to this island. But yeah, I'm gonna end things here, and we shall see what's in stores for us in the next video. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one, and goodbye.